Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of November. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a general reading. As always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. So as always, please do take from it what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Aries. I don't have any particular question in mind. I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate what needs to come through here today. So we're going to be starting things off with these three decks here. The first is by Angelic Revelation 144, the Yin Yang Love Oracle. And then we'll grab a card from this deck by Sister Moon Tarot, Twin Flame Poetic Confessions. And lastly, Behind the Moon Oracle by Calico Moon. All right, guys, so let's begin and see where this goes. Aries, for your bonus reading, and of course cross watchers are welcome. And let's take a look and see what presents itself here. All right, what's your first focus card? Let's grab this one here. We've got guilty relationship, and it's just so interesting, you know, considering the pandemic, everybody having to wear masks. We do have a bride and groom here. So a few things are coming through. Some of you guys might be married to this person that you're focused on for this reading. And if somebody's guilty, then maybe they've been accused of doing something outside of the relationship. There could have been infidelities here. But it doesn't have to just be about that, whatever it is that they're guilty of. We'll have to see, of course, how the rest of this reading plays off of that. But that's the very first message here, Aries, for your reading. All right, so guilty relationship. Let's add to that with the Twin Flame Poetic Confessions deck. And any decks with the Twin Flame reference, if you do not identify with the Twin Flame connection, you don't have to. That is just the name of the deck, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and grab this one here. We've got past life memories. There's something familiar in your eyes, something familiar in your lies. We came back in this lifetime to make things right. Maybe this time we will win the fight. So there's something about not just past life energies, but I feel things from the past where perhaps part of this guilty energy from that card might have to do with somebody who wasn't being truthful and honest, and that they were lying to the other person. So whoever did this in the partnership, Aries, it's presenting itself here. But they want to be able to fight for this connection, I feel also. So you guys could have certainly connected in a past life, and there's something that maybe didn't have closure between the two of you, and there's this need to revisit it in this lifetime. Okay, so let's add to that. All right, Behind the Moon Oracle is your third focus message here. Let's grab this one. For some reason, I'm just guided towards this part. Okay, late at night, I scroll through your pictures for hours. Sometimes your beauty is striking. So this could be your person, Aries. First of all, if they can't get any sleep at night and they're just thinking about you and they're scrolling through pictures that you guys have taken together or pictures of you that they're seeing, they're still very attracted to you, but you know, there's a reason why you guys are not together at this point in time. Because if you guys were together, they would have no need to be looking through and scrolling through pictures. You would be with them. So something happened here through either infidelities, insecurities, lies, secrets, somebody being deceptive, but they're still attracted to you. That's what's coming through here. They're still thinking about you after all this time. And it doesn't matter how long it's been. For some of you guys, maybe this was a recent breakup. For others, it could have been years since you saw this person. So let's add to this with the Illumination deck. This is a deck by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle. All right, let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading for the second half of November. What else do we need to know here? I can't do it. Determination. There's something that they're coming through with letting you know I can't do it. Either they couldn't come forward with the truth, which that's been an issue, clearly. Or they haven't been able to reach out. It's like, I know I need to do this, but I can't do it. If they're thinking about you, wanting to make amends, there's something that's holding them back from doing that, I feel. And then we have dreaming of you coming through here. Very self-explanatory. They're dreaming about you. They're struggling to even get a good night's sleep. So this person could be having a bunch of anxieties and just late nights and nightmares and stresses that they're dealing with. And, you know, they might even be dealing with insomnia and unable to just really get to sleep. But when they finally do, you're still there. They're dreaming of you. We have substances affecting your life. Somebody could have had an issue with drinking here. That guilty relationship might have to do with alcoholism for some of you. And when you guys went your separate ways, they couldn't handle it. Maybe they just started drinking heavily. We have fixing what is broken, followed by next year. I just did a reading, I believe that was for Scorpio, and these cards came through as well. So if you're a cross watcher and you're watching for Scorpio or Aries, of course, we have a time frame here of next year, which really is not that far away. They want to be able to fix what's broken in this partnership, but right now they can't seem to do it. Either afraid to, or they're just standing in the way of progress, perhaps. And if they're just not ready, they'd rather be dreaming about you and looking at your pictures instead of actually doing something about it in the 3D world for now. But next year, they want to be able to fix this. They want to be able to fix this. We already know this is perhaps what contributed to the problems, that they were hiding the truth, because as it says here, okay, it says something familiar in your lies. Somebody was not being truthful. Someone was lying to the other. They were hiding the truth. So it's either your partner, the person you're focused on for this reading, Aries, who was dishonest, or it could have been you. Could have been either person, or you guys just weren't able to communicate openly and honestly with each other. And then we have storm brewing. For me, in this deck, it represents a tower moment that happened here for the two of you, and that ultimately resulted in you guys going your separate ways. That could have been part of the issue here. So let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading for the second half of November. What else? We've got material world coming through here. So maybe since you guys have been disconnected, your person or yourself as well, Aries, somebody's been very focused on their career, their money matters, their finances. We have lessons that are coming through here. Lessons that needed to be learned on this journey since you guys have been in separation. Learning lessons from what happened in the past so that those patterns are not repeated. And somebody is stuck in their own energy, okay? I kind of feel it's whoever is in this type of vibe. It's like, I can't do it. So they're keeping themselves stuck. And it's interesting how that's falling right below substances affecting your life. If this is a reality for some of you guys where somebody was an alcoholic, or if they had a drug problem or some other form of addiction, substance abuse, and they're stuck because they haven't been able to heal themselves or address their addiction. That's a very specific message for some of you guys, but I do feel it's a reality for some of you. And that's what brought you guys into separation. They could have also been lying about being an addict, okay? That could be as well something that you guys had to deal with. Patience is required, and it makes sense considering we have a time frame of next year reflected there. It can, of course, be the early part of next year, but it could be any time during next year. So patience is required in order to fix what's broken between the two of you. Because right now your person is unawakened and they have got some lessons that they need to learn to wake themselves up. It's like the alarm is going off and they don't realize it or they don't want to hear it. So right now we are in the fall season. Where I'm at, it is the fall season. I'm not sure what season it is where you are, but I don't believe it's fall season everywhere. But this could also be indicative of a relationship that fell apart. Tower moment right there, you know? So there was something unexpected and something painful that happened here that broke you guys up. Look at this. We have recognition followed by union. So perhaps your person is now recognizing the type of connection that this is, that they feel so drawn to you still. But maybe, again, they're unable to create movement because they're not ready. It's either that or part of this person's journey is to finally hear that alarm. You know, it's like wake up, recognize what's right in front of you when it comes to this connection. They can fix what's broken and bring you guys back together, but you got to have patience to see this through. We have mirroring, which could be tapped into a mirror soul connection, twin flame. Or you guys are just eventually going to be on the same page and are wanting the same things. You might be there now, but when it comes to your person, I just feel that they need a little bit more time to be able to process things and build up the courage maybe to just reach out and fix what's broken here. Now, look at this. We've got numbing. Okay, every time I see this particular card, it reminds me of somebody who's drowning their sorrows. They're just numbing their emotions and feelings. And how are they doing that? Probably drinking themselves into oblivion. You know, just drinking to the point where they're so drunk they can't even think straight. That could be what's keeping you guys stuck, because they are keeping themselves stuck. So right now, there's not a whole lot of communication going on here, not in the 3D world, but I can tell you in the 5th dimension, that's where you guys are connecting. They're picking up off of your vibrations, your energies. Yep. That's where you guys are at. There are certain cycles of this connection that need to phase out, and in order to open up a brand new door, in order to open up a new cycle of change for you guys to come towards each other as two better people that are ready to work on the partnership. But right now, yeah, you guys are at a crossroads. Patience is required. You're at a crossroads because there's this stuck energy that's presenting itself here, Aries. That doesn't mean you're going to be there forever. I feel that's a temporary thing. That's why you're being asked to simply have patience at this point in time. Okay, So let's grab some messages from my tarot teacher deck. For those who are interested in this particular deck, I did create this for beginners, especially who are interested in learning how to read tarot. And each card contains an upright and reversed meaning, so there's no second guessing what the meanings are. So the deck shop link is down below, as well as all of the other decks and creators that you see here. All right, Aries, what else do we need to know here? So right now you guys are stuck, but you won't always be. There's something about next year that's going to play a role in movement here. Three of Cups, okay? So for some of you guys, your person is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is actually a very happy card. It can indicate third parties for some of you, if that's part of the reason why you guys broke up. But this is ultimately a card of celebrations, of reunions. It's a very happy energy. Your friendships, your community, it does represent a very positive outcome, typically. A new beginning in love. It could even result in a wedding or an engagement for some of you guys. We have the Hermit coming through, so this could be your person for now. Virgo specifically. This is a card of solitude, just somebody who wants to be left alone for now. You know, it's like, oh, I can't do it. It's not the right time for me. I'm hiding the truth from my person. I just need some alone time to be able to figure things out for myself. You know, and maybe that's why they're still coming through as unawakened. There's a lot of soul searching that's going on here. A lot of thinking. But the Hermit is one of those cards that can have people from your past returning. So they can still come back to you, Aries. And I'm assuming you're watching this reading because of a particular person that you are thinking about. And there is the possibility that they can still come back to you. For now, they've got some cycles that they need to deal with and lessons that need to be learned. Until they learn them, they will be stuck. So they're the ones that need to get themselves out of that stuck energy to create movement. And so therefore it makes sense that there's this need for patience in the meantime. We've got the Hangman coming through as well. So yeah, there's a pause here. Not a whole lot of movement. It's a card of suspension. Somebody had to sacrifice something here, but it's also a card of letting go of what really is no longer serving either yourself, Aries, or this is something that your person needs to work on, trying to give them a new perspective in regard to this relationship, the connection. It could be you as well, Aries, who had to detach and let go because your person, they've got things that they need to address in their own life. And for some of you, it's addiction. Somebody's got an issue here. But what I love about the Hangman is that it is a card of metamorphosis. So if this applies to your person and they need to change, they need to create change in their life for the better, then they are undergoing a metamorphosis. Maybe you're not aware of that right now, especially since you guys are not together, but there's a chance here that you guys can work this out once they're ready and once they've actually done the work on themselves. You've got the Six of Wands right here, which is your own energy here, Aries. So this is a card of success, of victory, of progress, of self-confidence. And it's another card of recognition, okay? That's already coming through here. Part of what makes this connection eventually a success is that they're able to really recognize the type of bond and love that the two of you have built here. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, which makes sense because there is this need for equality in the partnership, equal give and take. It's like that tug of war, you know? Maybe there was that tug of war between the two of you, but that you both have to both be in it. 50-50. You know, it can't be out of balance here. And this is simply something where you got to just be grateful for where you're at in your life. You know, I don't feel your person is there quite yet. There has to be equal giving and receiving in this partnership. They have to be able to open up their heart fully to share really what's in their heart to you. No more lies, no more hiding the truth, no more hiding behind this mask. I feel once they go through their awakening, things will improve. For some of you, maybe your masculine is coming through as this Knight of Pentacles. Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We've already got Virgo from that Hermit. This is a Knight that's a hard worker. They can be patient, okay, which is required here. This is somebody who is loyal and responsible and ambitious. This is a slow moving Knight, so it makes sense that you got to have patience, my feminines, because they're not going to be coming in super fast, you know. It's going to take them a little bit of time to be able to get things going here. But once they do, they're bringing that Chariot. This is specifically Cancer for some of you guys. So here's the movement that we need to get you guys unstuck through this Chariot, taking you guys towards a better direction. And I feel when it comes to your person, they're finally going to be in control of their issues, their addictions, their lessons that they've had to learn. This does represent a triumphant outcome here, being able to overcome one's challenges so that you guys can be successful. The only way for that to happen is to take action. It's not going to happen any other way. Now, it's very interesting that this card here, it says, I can't do it, but here on the bottom, it says determination. Okay, so the Chariot is another card of determination. So if they are in this headspace, letting themselves, you know, talking themselves into, you know, that type of mentality where they feel they can't come forward, they can't do it, they can't overcome their issues, their addictions, whatever the case may be, this Chariot is here to help them overcome things so that they can do it. And I love this. We've got the Ace of Swords coming in because remember, we've got somebody who's unawakened. Well, here comes this Ace of Swords to wake them up. You know, it's a breakthrough, giving them the clarity that's so needed to be able to see things clearly and honestly. The Ace of Swords is a card where you can cut things and people out of your life that no longer serve a purpose. And that includes substance abuse for some of you guys or your person. That includes all of the toxic energies surrounding this relationship and anything unhealthy between the two of you. That needs to be cut out. And the Ace of Swords can give you guys a new opportunity to begin again. And then we've got the Death card. Look at this. Death card, Scorpio specifically, followed by the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. So you see there's a cycle that needs to end here in order to have a new start in this partnership. It's another card of metamorphosis. It's a card of letting go of attachments. The Death card is all about a transition that needs to happen, transformation in one's life, as well as the connection. When they go through that metamorphosis, Aries, I'm telling you, they will come towards you as a better person who has transformed into the better version of themselves, to come towards you as a proper partner for you. And then you've got the Temperance energy right next to it. Another card of patience that keeps coming through here. There is this need for patience. There's no way around it. This is a situation that cannot be rushed. However, in time, things will come back into balance. Things will be harmonious once again. The Temperance energy can represent a reconciliation. So I don't think it's over between the two of you. However, you got to just have patience for this person to be on board and to be on the same page as you. There's a really good chance and opportunity for things to move in that direction. But again, you got to just wait, okay? Because right now there's a lot that they have to figure out in their own life. Okay, So let's grab some dialogue messages here. Aries, we'll start things off with the Divine Masculine. This is the Romantic Confessions from the Divine Masculine deck, another deck by Sister Moon Tarot. So let's start with that and see where the masculine is at here. What this masculine has to say to you, my feminines. All right, masculines, what do you need to say? I miss laying in bed with you. Okay, so they're missing just being with you. Those intimate moments, they miss it. I know that we fight because of the intense passion between us. So you guys might have definitely had very heated discussions and arguments, but that is because you guys are two very passionate people wanting to get your point across. But part of the problem here is that one of you was hiding the truth and basically lying to themselves. And if they're lying to themselves, then they're lying to you too. What else, please? For Aries, for the Divine Masculine. I just got scared. I believe it. They allowed their fears to overwhelm them. It's like, I can't do it, you know, but eventually they will overcome that. And I feel they kind of used this fear as a coping mechanism, you know, just hiding behind this mask, hiding behind that wall of truth, and just not being able to come forward with their truth, their true authentic self, Aries. And that's why we've got lessons that need to be learned here. This connection has inspired me in so many ways. So even from a distance, my feminines, you continue to inspire your masculine. And then we've got trust the signs because it's me sending them to you. Okay, so there are particular signs that this masculine is sending you, even though you guys are apart right now. So let's add to this with messages from the Soul Whispers deck. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Let's take a look and see what the feminine has to say to the masculine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading. Second half of November. All right, feminines, what do you need to say to your masculine here? I hate being so far away. So I miss laying in bed with you from the masculine. From the feminines, I hate being so far away. So yeah, it doesn't feel good that you guys are not together. My feminines, I'm a mess. So you're not in a good place in your heart, in your life, in your head during this time. And perhaps that's why the need for patience is here, because it's going to take time for you to clean up whatever mess this is, and to just be able to clean up your own energy to be prepared for what's to come next year. Look at this. I need time. Okay. So for some of you guys, it is the feminine that needs more time, which is perhaps why this masculine is unable to come forward, knowing that the feminine needs more time. And so they're having to be patient, and that could ultimately be contributing to why things are stuck between the two of you. And that's okay. If you need more time, you need more time. I've checked your profile. So my feminines, some of you guys have been keeping tabs on your masculine through social media. And lastly, I want to make love to you. Okay? I mean, that's mutual, I feel. They want to make love to you too. They want to be with you also. They miss you. All in due time. All in due time. Okay, so let's continue. I wanted to grab some additional insight from the Journey of Love decks, Volume 1 and 2. Another deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So let's see where else this is going to go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading for the second half of November. What else do we need to know here? Forgiveness. Please forgive me. Look at that. This is what they want. They want it, but again, I'm afraid here that they're not able to take any sort of action to ask for this forgiveness. They want it so badly. They want to reach out, but they're afraid, I feel. Now, this next card is very interesting because we've got a number 23 right here. Look at the next card. It's another number 23. So that might mean something to some of you guys. Maybe their birthday is on the 23rd, or that just means something to some of you. That, of course, breaks down to a 5. Fives in tarot, it's tapped into adversity. It's a very difficult energy. But the need for forgiveness is here, and a message from your person that they want things to come back into alignment, for things to come together. You know, it does say things are coming together now. When the time is right, that will be a part of what it is that they're wanting. That is what they're wanting. Next message, we have justice. I'm ready to leave and bring you balance. That is something that's needed here between the two of you, is balance. So what is it that they're ready to leave? Another relationship? Leaving the past behind? Leaving their issues or addictions behind? To be able to bring things back into balance? I'm lost without you. Emptiness. Look at this next message. I want you now. Aggressive. So things are coming together now. I want you now. There's really, what I'm picking up from this individual here, Aries, is that even though there's this need for patience, they really are not very good at waiting. They want you right now. Right here, right now. Confusion, we have grown, okay? So there's this element of confusion that's coming through here. And maybe another reason why it's going to require time for you guys to grow, to learn, to come towards each other when the time is right. And bottom of the deck, we've got consistency that's required, the number 38. I promise to make it all up to you. So they know that perhaps they've messed up and they feel the need to make it up to you somehow. So the question is, Aries, will you allow them to do that for you? They feel empty without you, and maybe you feel just as empty without them. So the overall huge message here is it's going to require time. Which is why we've got this card coming through. Things might not move until sometime next year. But you know, good things come to those who wait. So it might just be worth your time to just have patience for your person to take care of whatever it is that they need to take care of. All right. So let's wrap things up, guys, with some healing messages from your angels for your bonus reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries, for this bonus reading for the second half of November. Focus, yeah. You're being asked to be very clear on what it is that you want. Focus on what it is that you want to be able to manifest in your life. Your person, they have to be able to do the same thing. Because when we have a clear vision of what we want to manifest, it makes it a whole lot easier for the universe to be able to manifest it on your behalf. That applies to both of you. Look at this. Romance. Look at the card right after it. Forgiveness. You see? There is this need for forgiveness, Aries, between the two of you. And when the time is right, you'll know. You'll both know when it's time to have that discussion. Once that forgiveness happens, then things in your love life can finally get unstuck and head towards this direction. where you can claim your blessings, all of these amazing blessings that want to come in for you. Look at the next card. You've got manifestation. This can apply to anything, any aspect of your life, not just your love life. You can manifest a job if you're unemployed. You can manifest better health if you haven't been feeling well. You know, you can certainly manifest a happy outcome here in your love life. So many things that can apply to. And lastly, answered prayer. For those of you who have turned to prayer, your prayers have been heard, but you got to give it time for those prayers to be answered. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. I do hope whatever part of this reading spoke to you, that it helped you out at this time. And again, for those who are interested in a personal private reading, currently I only have mini readings as well as the basic ones available. I've put the full-length ones on hold currently until I can catch up on the ones that I already do have on my schedule, and I'll open it back up starting January 2nd. All right, guys, so that's it for now. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.